Children, this is the question for assignment number 2. The question says that there are two plane mirrors placed parallel to each other and a point object is placed at a distance of 5 cm from one of the mirror. The question then further says that you have to find the distance between the object, that means this point object, and first three images formed. Most of you are making mistake in identifying those three images. Most of you are taking randomly any of the three images. There are infinite number of images formed, but you are taking randomly any three images. Question clearly says that you have to choose the first three images formed. And how will you decide it? The first three images will be the first three closest images, the images that are closest to the mirror, right? Both of these mirrors. So this is the first thing that you have to locate, and then only you can find the distance between the object and these images. Children, in the solution key, I have only mentioned the location of first three images. But since there is a lot of confusion amongst you, so I am presenting this video to clarify your doubts. I hope this will help you. Now, the question further says that the distance between the two mirrors is 15 centimeter. So let us first see the diagram. We will first locate the image of three images, the first three images, right? And then we will move on to finding out distance between the object and these images. So this is the diagram. M1 and M2 mirrors are parallel to each other and object A, which is a point object, is placed at a distance of 5 cm from M1. Hence, the distance of this object from M2 is 10 cm because both of them are placed at a distance of 15 cm from each other, right? So this is the question part. Now you have to locate the position of first three images. Definitely, the object A will emit rays in all the directions. That means many rays will incident at M1 and simultaneously many rays will be incident at M2 also. That means we will not only consider the rays falling on M1 but also we will consider the rays falling on M2 simultaneously in order to locate the position of the object. Most of you took only the ray which was falling on M1 and traced their path. And then you got those three images. But you forgot to consider the rays that are falling on M2 simultaneously. And that is how your answer got wrong. So if I consider a ray first falling on M1, then this gets reflected. On tracing this ray backwards, you will get a image here. Let us say that image is A1. Now, what will be the distance between the mirror and the image? The distance between mirror and the image will be 5 cm because the distance between its object and the mirror is also 5 cm. Will there be any image formed in between these 2 points? No, that is not possible. Similarly, a ray simultaneously falls on the mirror M2 and gets reflected. On tracing this reflected ray backwards, you will find another image formed here due to the object A, but now M2 is forming this image and both A1 and A2 are formed at the same time on both the sides of the mirror. Now, what will be the distance between the mirror and this image? It will be 10 centimeter. Why? Because the distance between the second mirror and the object is also 10 centimeter. Hence, I have here considered both the mirrors, the rays falling on both the mirrors at the same time, which most of you have not taken into account. Now you tell me, will there be any image in between A2 and this mirror M2? No, that is again not possible, because the distance between the object and the mirror is same as the distance between the image and the mirror, and there is no other object in between A and M2. Hence, there will be no image in between A2 and mirror M2. So this is how we will get the first two images. Now comes the position of location, how to locate the position of the second image. Now this ray will fall on M2, on extending backwards we'll get one image. Similarly, when this ray falls on M1 and it will get reflected, on extending it backwards we'll get another image. Now out of these two images that we will obtain on both the sides of the mirror, we will choose that image as the third image, which will be closer to any of these mirrors. That will be our third image. We have already got the first two images. So let me begin with this one, and let me trace the path of the reflected ray that will fall on M2, right? And then I will take into account the second one also. So it goes like this, and then it gets reflected. Fine. So now if I extend the ray backward, what will I find? That there is another image obtained here. I still do not know whether it will be the third image or it will be the fourth image, depending upon the distance, because I don't know what will be the distance between this image and the mirror. Now, as told to you about the concept of virtual object, now this mirror M2 thinks that this particular ray is coming from A1. It appears to M2. Hence, for M2, A1 is the object, which is the virtual object. That is why the image which is formed here is actually the image of the virtual object A1. Right? Let us see what is the distance between this object and the mirror. The distance between the object and the mirror should be same as the distance between the mirror and the image, right? So for M2, A1 is the object, which is at a distance of 5 centimeter from M1 plus 15 centimeter. I think it is clear. Distance between A1 and mirror. Why I am taking this distance? Because for M2, A1 is the object, and this image is formed behind M2, right? So this becomes 15 plus 5, which is 20 centimeter. Hence, this particular image will be formed at a distance of 20 centimeter from the mirror M2. This is the image of the object A1. Right? I am still not naming that whether it is the third image or the fourth image. Okay, I will name it later. Now let us track this particular reflected ray. Now when this ray falls on M1, it will get reflected in this direction. On extending the ray backward, I will again get an image here. Now this is the image of the object A2. Which object? Virtual object. Why? Because now M1 thinks that this ray is coming from A2. It appears to M1. Right? So A2 is the virtual object for the mirror M1. And its image is formed here. Let us find out what is the distance. Distance between the virtual object and mirror M1 will be how much? Can you tell? A2 and M2 are at a distance of 10 centimeter. M1 and M2 are at a distance of 15 centimeter, which means that the total distance between A2 and M1 will be 25. This distance will be 10 plus 15 equals to 25 centimeter. That means this image is also formed at a distance of 25 centimeter from the mirror M1. Am I clear? The concept is the same. Distance between the mirror and the object is equal to the distance between the mirror and the image. Now out of this one and that one, which one will be the closer to the mirrors? Definitely the image which is formed at 20 centimeter. That means this is the third image and that one will be the fourth image. No other image is formed in between these two. And when this ray gets reflected again and again, we'll get more number of images on both the sides. Those will be fifth image, sixth image, seventh image, and so on. But the first three images that we obtain here will be A1, A2 and A3. A1 formed at a distance of 5 centimeter, A2 formed at a distance of 10 centimeter, and A3 is formed at a distance of 20 centimeter from their respective mirrors. This is how we locate the position of the images. First three images, not random, any three images. Okay? I repeat, in the book they have only taken into consideration one ray diagram. That means the one which is falling on the one of the mirrors. But in solving these types of question, you have to consider all the possibilities, all the situations that may arise. And hence you will also consider the rays that are falling on the second mirror at the same time. So first three means the first three images that are closest to the respective mirrors. Question was to find distance between the object and the images formed. These three images. That means which is the object? The real object or the actual object is A. Distance between A and A1. What is the distance between A and A1? A1, it is 5 plus 5 equals to 10 centimeter, right? Distance between A and A2. 10 plus 10, 20 centimeter. Distance between the object and the third image, which is A3, 10 plus 20. A and A3. 10 plus 20 is equal to 30 centimeter. So this is the answer I was actually looking for. In the solution key, I repeat, I have only explained this part. I have not explained you that part because I thought that you will be able to solve it. But since you had confusion, so this is how you have to solve the question. I hope this has clarified your doubts. Remember, this concept you will be using in the next topic also. So please understand and go through the videos again and again.